Political earthquake in America as Democrats pull off a stunning trio of victories in the first major elections since Donald Trump's return to the White House. From the streets of New York City to the state houses of Virginia and New Jersey, voters delivered a loud and unmistakable message. Change is in the air. DN India's Aarti Rana reports.
They brought in an entirely new political narrative for the Americans. Democratic candidates romping home in style, inflicting serious political damage to the grand old party. 2 states voted to choose women Democratic governors. In Virginia, history was made as Abigail Spanberger became the first woman to lead the state. The former CIA officer and moderate Democrat unseated Republican Governor Glenn Youngkin, restoring the governor's mansion to Democratic hands.
My fellow Virginians, tonight we sent a message. We sent a message to every corner of the Commonwealth. A message to our neighbors and our fellow Americans across the country. We sent a message to the whole world that in 2025, Virginia chose pragmatism over partisanship. We chose our Commonwealth over chaos. Leadership that will focus on problem solving, not stoking division. We chose leadership that will always put Virginia first.
In New Jersey, Democrat Mickey Sherrill prevailed in a fiercely fought race against Republican Jack Ciattarelli, continuing her party's winning streak in what became the most expensive governor's race in the state's history.
We see how clearly important liberty is. We know that no one in our great state is safe when our neighbors are targeted, ignoring the law and the Constitution. But prosperity is equally essential. Liberty alone is not enough if the government makes it impossible for you to feed your family, to get a good education, or to get a good job. So in this country, that shouldn't be too much to ask. But right now, all of it seems at risk. Governors have never mattered more.
But perhaps no election caught the fancy of the US and the world other than that of mayoral fight for the New York City. 34-year-old Democratic socialist Zohran Mamdani has been elected mayor of the New York City, defeating political heavyweight Andrew Cuomo and defying fierce attacks from conservatives and even President Trump himself. Trump has labeled Mamdani a communist and vowed to cut funding for the city in response to his ascension. Adding to the misery of the grand old party was the decisive mandate given by the California voters to redraw its electoral districts. Interestingly, in California, voters approved a ballot measure to allow the state to redraw its voting district maps to make a handful of congressional seats more favorable to Democrats in the 2026 midterm elections, another blow to Donald Trump. The effort was spearheaded by California Governor Gavin Newsom, who is considering a White House run in 2028. President Trump, meanwhile, refused to shoulder any blame for the losses, posting on Truth Social that pollsters, not policies, were to blame. The sweep gives Democrats a powerful boost heading into next year's high-stakes midterm elections, where control of the Congress will once again hang in balance. With Aarti Rana, Tanvi Taneja for DD India.